I just solved one of ClawBot's biggest problems. Every time I give it a task, I have no idea what it's actually doing. Is it working? Did it finish? And where did that file go? So I built a command center that shows me everything it's doing in one place. It shows my tasks, the deliverables it gave me, what it's running right now, and all of this I could run from my phone. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I built this with absolutely no coding needed. So let me show you exactly what I mean, and I'm gonna show you how to do it yourself. All right, so I'm gonna show you quickly how this works right now by using ClawBot on my phone via Telegram, which is the way that I actually want to interface with my ClawBot assistant, and it's super simple to use. So this video is not going to be showing how you could set up ClawBot or all that stuff. I'm more so just going to show you this command center that I have built and how you could build it and use it on your phone. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to send a voice note to ClawBot, and it will be able to actually transcribe that, and then from there perform tasks for me on my Mac Mini. Hey Claude, so I want you to add something to my to-do list. I need to create the Manus thumbnail for my next YouTube video, so please add that. So essentially, I literally just sent this voice note, and it's now gonna receive this voice note, listen to it, and then actually add this to my dashboard that it created on localhost. All right, so just like that, you can see in our queue now, we have this new task, create Manus thumbnail. And that essentially is because Claude will update this dashboard with any of this information. But again, this is localhost, and I can't actually access this on my phone or even my laptop or my tablet that I want to actually be able to take this on the go and use my AI assistant. So I'm going to show you real quickly how we can now convert this into a working app and then publish this so we could use it across our different devices. So first of all, to quickly talk about how I built this with ClawBot, I simply on Telegram said, hey, I want to create this command center dashboard that essentially shows all of my tasks in one place, as well as it shows every single thing that you're working on, and then also add these deliverables here. Again, I could see this Drake meme here. So any asset that it generates for me, I could see directly on my dashboard. But what I want to do now is I'm simply going to right click on this interface here, and I'm going to click on view page source. And this is going to give me this HTML code. Don't worry, you don't need to know how to code. I'm literally just going to paste or copy this code here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to getmocha.com. I'm going to sign up for an account if you don't already have one. If you don't already have one, there's a link in the description to do so. I'm going to click on add app. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to paste in that code. You can see that it pasted in this markdown. And then I'm just going to say, literally, I'm just going to say build this and click send. And now Mocha is going to begin building our app. A couple of key things that I want to mention here. So the reason that we are using Mocha is not only so we could publish this and actually begin using this on different devices, share it to our friends, etc., but it also has built-in databases. So in order to actually populate this dashboard with up-to-date real information from my ClawBot that I'm interacting with like throughout the day, we obviously need to have real live up-to-date information in our application. So using the database inside of Mocha is how this actually works, because my ClawBot will automatically push all of the data that I give it to this database. You don't need to know how it works. It just basically works for you. And there are a couple of other use cases inside of Mocha that make it really useful instead of having to actually vibe code an app on localhost using the ClawBot. All right, so now just like 30 seconds later, we now have this interactive dashboard here that is functioning very similar to the one that was on localhost. And we could go ahead and actually make some changes to this before we want to go and publish this to our website. In order to begin making changes, I could even come up here, click on this little arrow here, cursor arrow, and I could individually change parts of this website. So if I want to just like change the text, I could simply just change, like delete this right here, click update, and it will automatically change that right there. So it makes it really easy to begin making changes to our app instead of having to do this inside of ClawBot. And we could even just like come here and just explain different things we want to change. All right, so I think this looks really good. However, I want you to change the Claude like monitoring thing on the top left of our site. I want you to give it like a cool Claude logo that kind of fits the vibe of our ClawBot. Also, I want you to make our site feel more futuristic that matches this vibe that we're going for with like an AI agent that's doing stuff for us. All right, here is what it generated. This is definitely more futuristic, looks a bit more vibe coded, so I'm not a huge fan of it personally, but you can see that we now have this Claude logo up there. So I'm actually going to go back and revert this to the other interface just because I think it's easier to look at. So let me do that now. All right, so here we go. We have our previous interface. And then also I do want to mention, I actually configured my database. So now this should be functioning properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test my ClawBot now. I'm now going to send a message on Telegram telling my ClawBot that I actually have a couple things I need to do so that it could add this to our to-do list. All right, so I just sent the message on my phone right now. Let's wait a couple of seconds and we should see this populate onto our command center. And just like that, I basically said I need to film the Manus short video and send newsletter post. And I said both of of these are urgent. So I added both of these. And then another thing I want to mention is we have our deliverables here. So whenever it actually generates something for me, let's say it generates an image or a meme, I could actually click on this and it will open up that meme directly on my screen. This way, I don't need to go into like my folders on my desktop to actually see the outputs that it's giving me. If you've used Claude Code or Claude Bot, it could be kind of a pain to have to do that. So having this centralized in one dashboard really has been a lifesaver. All right, so now that our command center is working for our Claude Bot, now I just need to basically go ahead and share this so I can begin using it on my phone or my tablet or my other laptop, or basically send this to a friend and they could use it too. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to click on this purple publish button. I'm going to change this to publish, click this publish button on the bottom, and it's going to actually do this for me now. And just like that, I now have this custom URL that I could access my site on. I'm going to open this right now. All right, so just like that, we can now actually copy this link, paste it into our browser or send it to a friend, and we can now access our app directly through this URL instead of through localhost. All right, so now one thing I want to talk about is if you are using ClaudeBot, giving it access to something like Zapier MCP, which basically allows your agent to go off and perform different actions across the apps that you use, is super powerful. So I'm going to show you real quickly how you could do that now and how I'm personally doing this to amplify my ClaudeBot experience. So first of all, in order to do this, you just come down here, click MCP client. I'm going to click on Claude Code here and then just give it a server name. So I'm just going to call this ClaudeBot and then create MCP server. And then from here, what we're going to do is we could just literally connect this to any of the apps that we use. So for example, if I use Airtable for databases or Slack, say I want to message my team members on Slack whenever something is updated in Google Sheets, I could simply just click on this, select this button here where it selects all these tools. And now we have access to these 34 actions across this app, and just click on connect. And now this is added to our MCP server. And this is an easy way for us to like configure a server that has the ability to go off and actually perform a bunch of different actions across all of the apps we use. Let's say that we add everything we want to add here for this specific server. I can click on this connect button. And then from here, I'm just going to click on copy command. And then I'm going to go over to Claude Code or even give this to my Claude bot that's inside of my Telegram and just paste in that command, and it will go ahead and actually implement this into our agentic workflow. All right, guys, there we have it. We built this entire Claude bot command center dashboard, and we could actually now access this across all of our devices because we published it to a public URL. So if you guys got some value from this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.